Adam is right by my side here, where he always is. Desinoto is on the way back from New York City still, so he will probably not be joining us today.
You see him in the car, run him off the road.
I mean, yeah, if you see a
Whoa.
gray Kia, it's a gray Kia truck Sorento, drive it off the road. License
Oh,
plate
it's
two
Sorrento?
one YKFF7.
Wait, he drives a Sorrento?
No. And we have myself
What does he
Genesis.
drive? Now I'm curious.
He drives a Japanese brand.
Me crazy.
Just say what it is.
Oh, he drives a Honda Accord.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
According
Yeah.
to what?
That was good. I like that. Moving on.
Gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight on this lovely Tuesday evening?
We're here.
Kevin just told a
Good.
funny joke, so I feel pretty good.
Good. As we usually start off, gentlemen, what did we all play last week? Anybody want to start us off here? Oh, Kevin, you want to start us off? Go right ahead.
No.
Oh, all right. Adam, please go on.
I want to go. So, I played Evil West just now, and then the rest of the week I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. But now what you think? I played DMZ. A lot of DMZ.
That's what I thought.
Played a lot of DMZ. Is what you thought?
No,
Think
DM
again,
Genesis,
so I can
please.
be right. Wow.
DM Genesis.
Wow. So yeah, DMZ mode is out in Modern Warfare 2. I think we're going to talk about that quite a bit today. At least I know I'm going to.
Quite a bit, yes, we are. Yeah, absolutely.
I really, really like this mode. I hope it's the future of Call of Duty, but we'll see. And I think that's all I played.
Okay, cool.
Right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's all you played. I don't think you played anything else. Adam, confirm, deny?
He's playing something now.
No, I stopped that.
Yeah. He said he was playing that.
I gotta join y'all.
I gotta be honest, I stopped listening.
Oh.
Good.
I was thinking of something else.
You know, that's interesting because you responded correctly when you did.
You know, that's called being a professional, all right?
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Be off. Okay.
Awkward silence.
Sorry.
I'm filling time during awkward silence.
Adam?
Yeah?
What'd you do?
What? You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I played some more God of War. That's about it.
Okay.
I watched Genesis play some God of War. I watched Kloopty play some God of War.
Is that what we're calling him this week? Kloopty?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of all I did.
Okay. All right. I had played God of War, obviously, like Adam mentioned. I played a lot of DMZ with my good buddy over there, Kevin. Yeah, we will have quite a bit to talk about DMZ.
Good buddy?
I mean, yeah, we go onto the desert together, and I usually end up getting us killed, except for the one time where you drove out of bounds and got us both killed. But most of the time, it's my fault.
It's so weird when you guys are on together how much you love each other, but when you're just by yourselves or just with me, you guys are. I would say you guys are enemies. It's very strange.
Yeah, we're hating on each other behind each other's backs.
Strange.
What?
Kevin always talks about how Genesis sucks at, like, I don't know, sticking to a plan and rushing everything. Genesis always talks about how Kevin is just too anal about everything in Call of Duty. Weird stuff.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, for somebody who tells the truth so often, that doesn't sound like the truth to me.
You want to know what's strange? If you tell the truth a lot for most of your life, then you start lying, nobody knows.
I kind of feel like that's true.
Interesting.
How many fingers do I have?
36. Don't look.
Don't look.
What would you do with 36 fingers? That's a lot of...
Probably make your wife happy. Genesis, probably make your wife happy.
I didn't know that this is the Shit on Genesis podcast.
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It would make any woman happy, I would assume. Actually, that seems like too many.
Is
Kevin
it on
could
one
probably
hand,
take
or
them all.
is it between the two?
Do you have 10 fingers on one hand, Genesis?
But I'm saying, okay, 36. You didn't specify if it's 36 on one or 36 on both.
No, it's 16 and 17.
That's not even 36.
I never said all fingers were on the hands.
Where else do you have these fingers?
Hey! That's for you to find out and you to know.
Right, absolutely.
It's easy to shit on you because I got 3 fingers assisting me pushing the shit out.
Anywho, I don't think I played anything else. I think I played
No,
Modern Warfare and God of War. I think I played Fall Guys for quite a little bit, and not much. I played maybe 2 rounds of Fall Guys, and that was it. That's it. That's all I played, really.
What's the music in the background?
What music in the background?
Oh, that's from Genesis, guaranteed. There's some music going on back there.
I don't know the music that's going on back there.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie to us.
It probably is from my side, but it is what it is. Yep. That is probably from my side, yeah. All right, well, and now that that's all done and out of the way, Kevin, what do you want to do?
Have a podcast.
Oh, good. Okay, Kevin, how about you talk to us about a board game?
Oh, no.
He didn't have one.
I'm not prepared, Daddy.
He's not doing one this week.
All right, Kevin, let's talk about DMZ.
All right, let's talk about DMZ.
DMZ, deadly masonry,
I'm ready.
Deadly Mason vampires. Deadly Mason zebras. Deadly Masonry zebras. I got that.
You had all that time, and the best thing you can figure out is Deadly Masonry zebras? It doesn't even make any sense.
Okay. Hold on. Mister, that doesn't make any sense. What? You come up with one that's better.
Destruction Meta Zombies.
That's no better.
That's better. Kevin, we need a vote. We need a vote.
Damp molecular.
A vote of what?
Never mind, Kevin. You ruined it. You never listened.
I know.
Damp molecular zippers.
I'll accept that one. I'll accept damp molecular zippers. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'll accept it. Now, if you guys were playing damp molecular zippers, I'd be all about. I'd jump in. I'd be like, we the DMZ boys. I'd be all about that life.
You'd be all about that 110%. You'd be the one behind the damp. I would be behind the zipper, and Kevin would be behind molecular.
First of all, Kevin's the damp. Let's be honest.
Kevin, damp.
You're the damp, guaranteed.
I'm definitely the zipper.
You're definitely the zipper. I don't know if I'm molecular, but I feel like Kevin's more damp than molecular.
What about hold on, deadly monkey.
Don't say zebras. You almost said zebras again.
No, I didn't say zebra. Hang on.
You almost did. You almost were like deadly monkey zebra.
Wish I didn't use zebra for the other one, damn it. Deadly monkey zoom. Deadly monkey zoom.
What is this? A video conference where you get monkeypox?
I turned the camera on, all of a sudden I just start developing giant welts all across my body, and I die within a few minutes.
Yeah, that's how monkeypox works.
That's exactly how monkeypox works. I'm not going to go into any further before I fall into a hole that I can't climb out of.
Sir, you've been in that hole for decades.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you noticing. You're so kind.
Hey,
Um,
man, I'm with you.
I, I
We're
think
the
you're a
Hole
couple of.
Brothers!
Listen,
Dig
I
it
think
up,
you're a
bom,
few.
bom, dig it up, bom,
We're at the
bom.
bottom of the well.
Man,
Boy, won't it be swell.
Man, this podcast is great without what's his face.
Coriander?
Coriander,
No,
yeah.
no, no, no,
Clipto? No,
no,
Clipto?
not
Is that
him.
his
No,
name?
the other one. The
Desinoto?
Desinoda?
yeah, the black pink guy.
What?
He went to go see the concert of Blackpink. That's why Adam's saying that. There's a South Korean girl band.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. We'll make fun of him next week for that. That's not a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, he won't be
That's
here.
nice.
He's never coming back.
No, he'll be here. It'll be fine.
No, he's never coming back. He's never
like, I could
finishing
join-
God of War. He's never coming back.
Oh,
This is how he avoids it.
What do
Lord.
I do next?
Talk about deeper massaging.
Why deeper when you?
wait, no. Deep massaging
Zumba?
Zumba.
Deep massaging Zumba. Love that. Big fan. Zumba, hit us up. We'll let you use that.
Yeah.
Call of Duty,
absolutely.
deep massaging Zumba.
No, hang on.
Dick my zolls.
Oh my.
Kevin, you like that one?
Eh.
Kevin, tell me about DMZ.
Alright. So
Dicking my.
No. We're done with it.
Dicking
Kevin doesn't like this. He wasn't paying attention when we wanted him to rate. He didn't like that one. He's fell out of the bit. The bit's over. It's a good bit.
Right.
2022 to 2022. Rest in peace, Kevin. Continue.
Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna pass over to Genesis. I want Genesis to lead this segment. Come on.
Alright, cool.
Go.
DMZ. Okay, so DMZ.
What does that stand for?
Oh my God! Listen, we're gonna cut this out right now. It's the militarized zone. All right, let's go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's actually
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. I thought it was something else, but
What?
That's why I asked.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, it actually stands for demilitarized.
I feel like D is not enough of a word.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean.
I feel like demilitarized is one word, if anything.
It is.
Yeah.
But anyway, DMZ sounds better.
It'd be DZ's nuts.
Well, DZ is Dragon Z's.
Dragon Z's.
And that's in Fortnite, so we can't do
That's
that.
what happens when you can't fall asleep, but you're super tired. You're Dragon Z's. All right. Anyway.
I was trying to think of a joke about a friend we have with that name, and I couldn't think of that. So we're gonna have to go with you.
All right, DMZ. One of probably my most anticipated and favorite modes in Call of Duty that I've played so far. I usually only play Modern Warfare. I don't pick up the Black Ops. I've tried Black Ops 4. We played Zombies. It's just DMZ is on a whole nother level for me especially when I'm playing with Kevin. This is something that it takes the best of Warzone and it takes this almost RPG-esque type of scenario where you're given a map and you head into the map with either two or one other person, and the world is yours to figure out for the next 25 minutes. Technically, almost 30 minutes. You gotta have you have about half an hour, 35 minutes, because the circle expands after the actual timer is done, and that circle takes about 10 minutes to engulf the entire map. So. You're basically given this whole entire sandbox area where you can go as far as you can see until you hit a border and they give you 3 seconds to turn around before you die.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah. They should totally take that away. You should just have the entire map. If you're at
I
the
mean,
edge of it,
freaking either put an invisible wall there, or give me more than 3 seconds to turn around
I
your car that turns like a 800-ton boulder.
I I think that'd be great. Yeah, I mean, you know, you get all your guns from multiplayer mode, obviously. Just being able to tackle AI and players, it is
Fun
an
fact,
experience.
you
Yes.
brought it up. I watched some videos, so that's why I wanted you to lead this. So when you bring up random things, I can throw in some extra little goodies I
Please.
found out.
Yeah,
All
please.
right, you brought up bringing out your guns you got from multiplayer. Fun fact: if you extract with a gun that you do not have unlocked in multiplayer, you now have that gun unlocked in multiplayer.
I learned that when I checked one of my guns, and I was like, "How the hell did I get this unlocked?" So for all those garbage,
So if you
Gunsmith
don't want to
2.0
use
things,
all the friggin' shit you gotta use to get through these stupid Gunsmith 2.0 tech trees, just play some DMZ, find that gun, and get the hell out of there.
that is a perfect way to spend your Sunday afternoon,
Oh,
Wednesday
my
afternoon,
knee!
Monday afternoon, whatever day you're on at this point. It's a great way to spend it. I can't tell you how fun it's been to be playing DMZ with Kevin. First and second, the the this is probably the only good thing that Activision has done with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. By when I say that, I mean this is an actual good creative development in this game. Um, it's something that I hope that they build on for the next few games to go forward. To make long story short, it's um, you have 35 minutes to get in, get all the stuff you want. Roam the map, kill AI, kill players, go into hidden areas, extract weapons cache, extract some stuff for faction
I
missions
got
that you
some I
have.
got some fun facts on the weapon case, baby. That is not where you unlock the new gun.
What is that for then?
So the weapons case has 7 rewards that you can extract with. They go in order, so you can look up the actual order and know how many times you need to extract if you want to target a certain thing. But arguably the best thing in the game is the weapon blueprint, which is the very first thing that you get. It looked like an RPK. Um, Pretty sure it was an RPK blueprint. Uh, and then there is a weapon sticker. Uh, that was the third thing. I don't remember what the third thing is. Then there's a weapon charm, a calling card, a player icon, and then a character skin. And so basically you have to extract this thing 7 separate times in order to get all that.
Mm-hmm.
So then what you also have to do is to get the unlocked gun, we need to go into the radioactive zone and pick our. In the radioactive zone, there is a special boss that you have to kill who is carrying the M13B, and then you pick that up and extract with it.
We have not run into that guy yet. As far as we never even go in the radiation zone. To be honest with you, we don't even go in there. One of these days, Kevin and I will probably go in there and kill the chemist and extract the weapon. Yeah, if this was a separate game that Activision made, I'd probably pay money to have just this on a separate disc and not worry about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's how good this game mode is. And I highly recommend anybody who has not played it yet, if you like Warzone and you like the way Warzone is, play this. This is just
Yeah.
an absolute fun, amazing way to spend your time in Call of Duty.
Yeah, DMZ is pretty great. I'm really hoping that this catches on. I like the fact that you can unlock stuff in the game. I hope they do more than just the one gun and
That is awesome,
weapon
yes.
case and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff a lot of special things that you can find throughout this. I feel like they're kind of testing the waters to see how this goes over with players, but I would love it to like if you could go in and find weapon blueprints in here, or find character skins in the form of like clothes or things like that. Like you get a key to a closet because there's keys to freaking everything in the goddamn map. You find like keys to somebody's closet, you take their clothes, now you have a character skin. You find, some locked armory. Oh, there's a blueprint inside for a weapon. Um, there's so many things you could put in here. Weapon camos,
that's all
player calling
beautiful
cards.
Ideas to be able to put in here. That would like immensely change the amount of RPG-esque stuff that is in this mode.
Well, it would just make it fun too, because in previous Call of Duties, with like especially with weapon blueprints, most of the time you had to like go to who the hell was it? The like arms dealer dude, the black market person. Isn't it like a Black Ops thing?
Yeah, that was a black market guy.
Because I never really did it. But like most blueprints, you either had to spend money on, or you had to get some sort of in-game currency and have a random chance to get in it. You could argue that putting things like this into DMZ that you have to find is still sort of a random chance, but now you're also in control of it, so it feels better, in my opinion.
I would agree. I would 110% agree.
So, yeah, hopefully.
Activision, whoever you had working on this game mode, give them a pay raise and put them in charge of more things for Call of Duty.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. Hold on. Certain people we can't give raises to. Anyone in the UI department, get out.
Yeah, the UI needs a little bit of work, but that's just
every
overall...
aspect of the UI has bugged at some point in time in this game's release.
Yes, this is definitely something that we've seen.
There's a lot of actual, like, I wouldn't call it game-breaking bugs, but there's some pretty special bugs in DMZ that I found in some YouTube videos. One of which, so you have this thing called an insured weapon that you can make up however you want using the attachments and guns you have unlocked so far. And you like go in with the weapon and it is pseudo guaranteed to always be there. It's just if you die and lose it, it goes on a 2-hour cooldown, which you can reduce by extracting cash. However, if you take your insured weapon and drop it, pick it up, and stow it into a backpack, as opposed to having it be one of your 2 active weapons, that insured weapon goes on cooldown and goes into your inventory as a contraband weapon with the attachments you selected for it. So you can clone your insured weapon over and over again, making it contraband weapons, in case you can't bring in the insured weapon itself.
That's
I'm sure that'll be patched up real quick. Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I'll give it a month.
Oh my god. But yes, definitely 2 thumbs up, I think, from Kevin and I for the game mode.
Oh, it is. I'm shitting on it right now, but I mean, I think they rushed it a little bit. I think they released it before testing it fully, but it plays fine. It works. It's fun. It's very fun. The controls for vehicles are ass. These things do not turn how they should.
Now, hold on. The LTZ is apparently the nicest.
The LTV, you'll get that letter right yet. The LTV
Isn't it LTZ?
No.
Oh.
You really want it to be, though. So if you want it that bad, we can pretend that it is.
Okay, maybe it is. I swear to God, I thought it's LTZ. Interesting.
No,
okay.
LTV.
No, I'm wrong. Yeah.
Light TV. That's basically how it drives. No, it turns a little better than most cars. The Dune buggy is pretty good at it too, but most of the cars turn like ass. The certain what the hell are they called? I forget the actual term in the game. Is it a field upgrade?
It is a field
term
upgrade.
For that that slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain field upgrades will like clone themselves in your inventory and make it so you can't equip the So like if you take a field munitions box and you use it, and you're like, oh, I found one in a box, and you try to like equip it, it's like nah. And you try to stow it, and it's like nah. And then you take a different field upgrade, and magically you drop a field upgrade or munitions field upgrade box just at your feet, even though you already used it. I don't know why it duplicates itself, but it does. It's real weird. Um, Guns, when you pick them up, your little like I don't know ticker that says like what kinds of things you're picking up in the world tells you the completely wrong gun all the time. Pick up an AK-47, it's like, oh yeah, you got an M4. You pick up a shotgun, it's like, oh, congratulations, you got an MP5. Um, so much is broken. So much is broken in the UI, but everything else is fine. Um,
We promise you, it's fine. It's a lot of fun to play.
yeah, it really is. It's very fun. I can't wait to go back in tonight after the podcast. Hope you had no plans, because now you do.
No,
I really want to get the chemist to get this gun, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
yeah, I would agree with you. We can do that definitely. I'm good to do that.
There's a quick way of doing it. Going with nothing. Get a car, run them over, pick up the gun, leave.
That's a way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. Also, apparently the hostage rescue missions, when you have to bring the hostage, I can't say hostage. I don't know why. When you have to bring the hostage to the helicopter, you can extract on that helicopter.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So if you want to get out without being noticed, you can just take a hostage mission, complete the whole thing, like have the hostage ready to go, and then hop on the helicopter that they have to go on, and you will extract it as normal.
You're shitting me.
Completely unmarked on the map. You have to get your own exfil zone. So honestly, the best way to get the weapons case out is if you know where it is or whatever, which you have to kill a juggernaut to get. Woof.
We have to kill a juggernaut to get that?
Yeah. So if you if you have a hostage thing ready to go and you just drop the hostage somewhere and hope that the hostage is okay, go grab that sucker, take the hostage to the helicopter, extract it. Nobody's gonna know you have. Um,
Oh God.
oh yeah, it's wild. I actually kind of like that. I hope that stays in the game. I hope they don't fix that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either. YouTube videos are great.
Oh my God,
People are figuring out all kinds of stuff.
Holy crap.
People figured out that there's missions later on for hotel rooms that you technically need keys for, but if you go up to the roof of the building, the two skylights for the rooms are actually open and you can just drop in without the key.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, daddy.
Oh yeah, I gotta
This map just keeps on giving.
I know. Oh my God.
The airfield's one of the best places to get loot because there's an underground section that has tons of stuff.
Airfield like the airport?
Mm-hmm.
Did we spawn near the airport a bunch of times?
Yeah, I didn't know there was an underground section. But
Where's the underground section?
Couldn't tell you. We'll find it next time. Don't worry.
We're finding that tonight, Daddy. I'm telling you that much. All right. Okay. Well.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, YouTube videos are so good.
I'm gonna have to watch some of that because I'm gonna have to see like what exactly all this stuff is all about. Because, again, as you can hear how I'm shocked I am, I'm like, what?
That's what the best part about DMZ is. There's everything is just like, wait, what? There's so much on this map. Everywhere you go is just more and more stuff. You can get SAM sites which target player airborne vehicles if they have anything like that. Pretty sure I shot down somebody's helicopter yesterday.
I'm pretty sure you did. I am pretty sure you did.
Such a cool game. And the thing is, like, what I'm really hoping for, and I'm probably going to be disappointed, but what I'm really hoping for is that every season we get a new map, we get some new missions, new stuff. Because there's a few reasons why this would work out great. Currently, Season 1 DMZ is Al Mazrah. Pretty sure that's like campaign sort of based. Like, they're really pushing Al Mazrah and everything. And the typical weapons you find in DMZ is anything along the Kastov tree in the Gunsmith 2.0. Those are like the most common weapons found. You can find others, and some things that weren't even in the game until now, like the Javelin or the Joker. Nice throwback to Modern Warfare. But it'd be cool to have a new map in Season 2 and do, like, the Lockman tree, the M4 tree, or, like, some other big tree like that. I think there's TAC also has a decent-sized tree. But you could have, like, a different main weapon, which would also be attributed to a different, like, kind of environment, because it'll be in a different part of the world. Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts?
Listen, all I want is more content from DMZ. I want to have other things to do. I would love for expansions of the map too. Like, give us different actual grids to play on, or expand the grid that we're on. Like, that's cool too. If another cool thing to make it, and this would be really simple, that would be a fantastic thing. Turn the map into a night map. Give us total darkness on the map.
Yeah.
Give me a night version of that map, and I think it would be even cooler. Players on there, it's fun to run into players. Like last night, we had a great run right at the end. I don't know who you guys were. If you guys ever hear this podcast, you were yelling at us last night. I think your name was like Bloody King or something like that. Bro, why were you trying to exfil a car? You stupid idiots. It wasn't gonna work. You had your teammate killed because he was trying to drive a car up a goddamn ramp. The ramp has a gap in it. You can't drive up the ramp. And then, Kevin and I killed you. So thank you for letting us kill you. We couldn't loot your stuff, sorry, but because we were too afraid to get on, to sit there and somehow get sniped by somebody else, because who knows who else is waiting at Expo for us. But yeah, that was really fun. Players, though, I think players need a little bit more distinction from AI, or AI need more distinction from players. One or the other. You have to make them look a little more different, because we're constantly looking at AI thinking that they look like some of the players, which some of the character models do. If you play with ghosts and stuff like that, yes, some of them look like that. But you need to make a little better distinguish with to be able to distinguish between AI and character players. I think that's needed. More vehicles would be cool. Also, the train is kind of buggy. You need to fix the train. We're kind of like moving on the train, like we're kind of moving back against the train, as well as like AI should not be shooting at us through the train. We're getting hit and like they're firing and it's coming through the back side of the train. What else? Can you put underwater sections too? Like have some caches underwater somewhere and give us some gear to go underwater. That'd be cool.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think those are my thoughts of like what I'd want from DMZ overall for the next few seasons. I think we can scale every building. Yeah, tell us.
What I don't want in DMZ: vehicles with any more combat capability mode is already in the thing. We don't need tanks. We don't need fighter planes. We don't need bombers.
You're gonna break the
Battlefield. Please do not put all this crap in there. Now, however, what I will say, you want to put a boss in a tank? That's fine. Do that. But no player vehicles like that.
No. If you kill the boss, the tank dies as well. You can't drive the tank.
Yeah.
Destructible environments. I wouldn't mind being able to blow a building down.
I have strong opinions on destructible environments. Why do you hate driving so much, Activision? Why? Why do you hate cars? You drive through a wooden fence. You go to the next wooden fence. That one doesn't break. You go to run over a lamppost, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm made out of solid titanium. I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you. You can't drive through like any of the things you should be able to, and it makes driving an absolute nightmare on this map. And then other random things, you're like, oh crap, I probably can't drive through that. You can actually drive through that. But wooden fences that you could drive through, very selective. Certain ones, yes. Other ones, no. Lampposts, never. Mailbox, no. Hit other cars out of the way, only sometimes. So annoying. That's my 2 cents, though. Like,
I know.
it just doesn't. The map is littered with enough crap. Allow us to knock over a few things. Like even if they despawn, who cares if the lamppost gets knocked over and despawns? Nobody's gonna care about that.
No. Nobody's gonna care at all. Nobody, because it's not something important. I would like to be able to take a building down. Like, give us the ability to drive the bulldozer so we can knock a building down.
Oh
like,
my
that'd
God,
be a
yes,
cool
please.
vehicle.
I want to drive the bulldozer.
I want the bulldozer. It's slow, but hey, it's armored, and you can knock a building down. Give me
I
that.
want to drive the ambulance, turn the freaking sirens on.
Can we have police cars and ambulance to drive to? That'd be awesome. That would be great. But yeah, a lot of potential, a lot of good things. Kevin and I will be investing quite a bit of time because
honestly,
it looks like
really strong first outing for this game mode for what they're going for.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I know I'm nitpicking, I know I'm ratting on it, I know I have things I hate, but it is still very fun. It has breathed new life into Call of Duty, and I hope it continues because, I don't want this to go anywhere. I want it to be a staple.
I will tell you, we have not played multiplayer games in Call of Duty for about
since season 1.
since season 1's come out. It's DMZ's just way more fun. It really is. It really is. All right, well, I think that's enough ranting and raving about Call of Duty from us.
Adam,
yeah.
You got any comments, questions, concerns? You hear us talking. You hear us yelling at each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have no question.
All right.
Adam.
Uh-huh.
What do you got to talk about this week?
I don't really got anything, if I'm honest.
You got nothing.
Yeah, I don't really got anything.
You know, every day we stray further and further away from God.
Do we?
On purpose.
So, what? God's on one of the planets? There we go. Someone got it.
What?
All right.
I don't think he got it.
God's on one of the planets. We stray further and further away from the planet. Okay. Well, you know.
Eventually we'll get closer and closer. Depends on
I figured Genesis would want to talk about his lost souls.
Well, I was giving you the opportunity to talk first before I start talking again. Because
I don't give a fuck about that Chinese game.
You know, listen. Don't just
Chinese
because...
game.
So, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hear me out here, okay?
I'm hearing you out.
I'm going to talk about some things, first of all.
Ooh, all right. You going to talk about rumors?
Yeah, later.
Okay.
Sony is doubling down in supporting China for games. They want to bring PlayStation back to China. And they really want to support developers out in China. I shouldn't even say just China because they're kind of doing the entire Asian continent, other than Japan, obviously, because they have the South Korean game Stellar Blade.
Yeah. Why would you want to pick the good one? Yeah. Okay, continue.
Well, okay. Hold on.
Oh, I'm not stuttering. Not stuttering there.
They have another game that they just announced will be publishing called Lost Souls Aside. It is a heavily Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy inspired Chinese game. I would tell you to give this game a look. A quick look. Not too long, but a quick look.
Oh, it'll be a quick look, don't worry. It's Chinese.
Don't knock it yet.
Nothing good ever come out of Chinese developers.
Now hold on.
The first one?
Now hold on. I see heavy potential, and Sony seems to see very heavy potential in the Chinese developers. This game started with one person working on it. It now has a team of about 20 to 30 people on it. Sony saw potential and said, hey, we want to publish your game. That is a huge thing, especially if it's one dude who was originally working on it, right? The game shows quite a bit of polish, shows absolutely crazy action, absolutely fantastic graphics. Soundtrack is banging, although I want some more diversity in the soundtrack, like more sound effects need work because it's just tinny sounds that I hear. I need some more like solid thunks, things like that. The game looks fantastic. It's going to be out in 2024. Sony is publishing that, and I have a feeling they're not going to stop. According to one of the reports that I read online, I think they started this whole we want to help Chinese developers and kind of bring PlayStation back into China back in 2016. They had a few. This is their second phase they're currently working in. The first phase had about 6 games. What those 6 games were, I don't even remember. Probably one of them was probably noteworthy or memorable or anything like that. Phase 2 has about 7. Lost Souls is one of them. And I think there's another one out there, and I can't remember what it was. That I think we had seen. And then apparently Phase 3 is supposed to have twice the amount of games that Phase 1 and 2 had. Or I'm sorry, it's supposed to have more than the 2 phases combined. So they definitely want to double down in making second-party attempts at games like Stellar Blade and now like Lost Souls aside. I am personally absolutely ecstatic for that because of the trailer that I saw for Lost Souls and because of Stellar Blade. If you give me quality games like that, I mean, obviously we'll know if it's actual quality when it comes out, but you give me things that look like that, I am 100% willing to invest into that. That's insane, because you have developers that have been doing things like that for a while. I'll take Square Enix for example. They have had in the past 4 months maybe like 4 RPGs come out. All those RPGs were like so RPGs, with them ranging from like 60s to 70s on Metacritic. The Chinese developers, I think, will be able to make better looking RPGs than that. I'm not talking about Final Fantasy from Square. I'm talking about like the DioField Chronicles or Star Ocean or Valkyrie Elysium. There are those types of RPGs that they should be making pristine, polished RPGs, and they're just not. But when I look at these, I'm looking at it from China. They're coming out looking just like bangers out the door. That same thing for South Korea. So, listen, Sony, keep doing what you're doing. You clearly have a plan to invest in these types of games, whether it be first party, second party, even third party deals. Continue to do what you do, because these I think are going to yield you quite good results. And I hope to God Stellar Blade does amazing. I hope Lost Soul Aside does amazing. I want to see more. But it looks like we'll in the next, I would say maybe half a decade, we're probably going to see more and more second-party Chinese or Asian that are not Japanese developers come out with Sony during their showcases and state of plays. This whole thing was definitely part of whatever showcase they had to show. Like, if the whole stupid Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard thing then was not going down, we were about to have some killer showcase that was going to be shown back in like September or October. And it's sad that we didn't get to see it, but this is what Sony's been working on, and I can't wait to see what else they do. Kevin, what are your thoughts? I know what your thoughts are in China, obviously, with the whole. I understand
trailer.
That. What do you think?
I watched the trailer. So what's the gameplay? Because that was just boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight.
Yeah, hack and slash. It's a hack and slash genre.
It was boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. No, very few games can pull that off. But maybe this one will. We'll see.
DMC is one that does that. I mean, you have 20 boss fights in DMC.
Yeah, but there's like levels and shit before it.
Sure. And this is just, again, that was the beginning. Like, that was the first glimpse we got of it. I think that was a 2021 trailer you saw, right?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Because the one that just got by game trailers.
Yeah, there was one that got released today that showed a bunch of platforming, a bunch of enemy variety, a bunch of like other things.
I mean, yeah, okay, there was platforming, but there was nothing else going on. See, here's my problem.
Yeah.
This now reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
I despise that game. The game had nothing to do except fight the bosses. That was it. There was no content in that beautiful world other than bosses. It's kind of the same thing with Elden Ring. There are enemies in the world. I get that. But it's really just a walk to the next boss. The only game that I thoroughly enjoyed that was kind of just a walk to the next boss was the Pathless, and that's because every boss was so different to fight, and the mechanics of the game just kept layering and layering and layering on top of themselves, kind of like where Evil West is going. I don't know, man. Sometimes these games that only have bosses, I'm just not a fan of it. Give me like content. Let me do things throughout the game, not just do a boss fight, a boss fight, a boss fight. Oh my God, look, everything is so epic. Oh my God, I don't care. Where's the simplistic? But maybe it's just me.
No, there's nothing wrong in your argument. You need to have content in a game. You could take God of War Ragnarok, for example. If you just faced Valkyrie after Valkyrie after boss fight after Valkyrie, yeah, I could understand that argument. It wouldn't be fun because there's nothing to do in between. There's nothing else in there to do. Again, this is a 2024 game. They have a lot of time before it comes out, so let's see what else we see out of it. But I think we'll probably see this in whatever the next state of play is going to be. They'll have some update for us. But tell me that the polish in that game didn't look good.
Oh yeah, I mean any game made from Asian developers can look like the best thing in the world. It's just the gameplay is what is always questionable.
Sure, Stellar Blade, I'm going to be looking for that because gameplay in that looks solid. If they can nail this like DMC,
it's not an MMO.
No,
it's not an MMO, so it already has promise.
Yep.
Because any Chinese MMO, hot garbage.
Yep, as we saw with what was that one we played? Legends Arena.
Genshin Impact.
No. We played Legends Hunters Arena. I think that's what the Chinese game was that we played. We tried it. It was on PlayStation. It came out PlayStation Plus.
It was Hunters Arena.
A Legend Hunters Arena or something like that. I don't know if you had played with us. I don't remember. Adam, you remember we played that game?
Yeah, I remember when you played that. The game sucked.
Yeah, game sucked.
It sucked real bad.
That's garbage. Adam, you got any thoughts on China, Sony?
I think it's good that Sony's branching out to China. They want to sell more PS5s, and if they do that, then they get more money, and then they can put more money into their studios, and hopefully why am I forgetting the word? The censorship of China doesn't leak into their video games.
Doesn't seem like it so far, but
yeah, but that's so far.
And we'll have to see when it
comes
out.
Know the update that happened to Rainbow Six that people were pissed about, where they took out skulls and stuff, and they're like, why? Oh, China doesn't like it, but like half the people who have emblems have skulls in them. Like, why are we doing that? Like, what the hell? And they were pretty upset about that. So hopefully it doesn't dictate too much. But it's cool that, PlayStation's getting everywhere. And money's good.
Mm-hmm.
They need the money to thrive. So, yeah.
Okay.
Exciting times.
Okay. What else we got, boys? What else we want to talk about? Nothing? Okay.
Gotta be something.
I mean, I'm going to talk about rumors, obviously, but, like, I'm just kind of looking at, like, what else we got, but...
There's not really anything noteworthy to talk about, honestly.
Well, I do want to touch on
the 10-year Call of Duty thing. That's a rumor. What else?
That's a rumor that's going on. I'll talk about that in rumor time.
That's not really anything.
Rumor time. We need a song for that.
Let me talk about a quote that Jim Ryan had just said. This was a
When?
today, I think. This was an interview he was having with the New York Times.
Oh God.
His quote was, "Microsoft is a tech giant with a long history of dominating industries. It is highly likely that the choices gamers have today will disappear if this deal," he's talking about Activision and Xbox and Blizzard, goes ahead. And this pretty much goes hand in hand with the rumor that's going around of Microsoft offered them 10 years of Call of Duty, and they said no.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
What do you think about that quote?
Can you read it again?
Microsoft is a tech giant with a long history of dominating industries. It is highly likely that the choices gamers have today will disappear if this deal goes ahead.
I mean, I guess what he's trying to say is Microsoft will dominate the game market. Players won't have choice. I don't understand this because Microsoft hasn't released a game in forever.
Well, okay, so
they don't have first-party titles.
Eventually they will. Eventually, one day, someone said
I doubt it.
The thing about this quote is Jim Ryan just doesn't want this deal to go through, and because it's a giant competitor, and it would help if they would get the biggest franchises in gaming. Not Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty, that's huge, but literally every Activision thing has been huge. Overwatch 2 has been huge, no matter how trash it is or how not 2 it is. Like, and then this also includes King. So then Microsoft is the biggest player in the mobile market almost at that point. So of course Sony doesn't want this to go through. And Jim Ryan, he's the CEO, he's the money guy, he will literally say anything. And his goal is to delay this. And if you told me that he was successful in that a year ago, I would say you're not. Or whenever this deal happened, I don't know. It's almost been a year, I think. But if you told me that he would actually delay this or get like unions looking into this, I would be like, no, that's crazy. He couldn't do that, and he has. Like the UK is looking all into this. Brazil looked into it, didn't give a fuck. But the UK is looking into this like no tomorrow. And Phil Spencer and Satya, I forget the CEO of Microsoft. They're both responding to this. They're both talking about like, hey, we're trying to work with PlayStation. They've really changed their tune in the last few months. So this means nothing to me. This means nothing to almost any of us. This is Jim Ryan just trying to stop a deal because he believes that $70 billion thrown around in the gaming industry is bad, even though if they had $70 billion, he would do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody think he's a hypocrite for saying all that? Meanwhile, Sony likes to have all the exclusive deals with Final Fantasy and Street Fighter V that have never made it to Xbox at this point in time.
Hey, I'm okay with him being a hypocrite because he doesn't say he's not a hypocrite. I don't like how Phil Spencer goes around and goes, hey, we want gamers to play, we want to preserve legacies, and we want our games everywhere. As long as you're using our service. If you're using our service, yes. If you're not using our service, fuck you. And it's like, what are you talking about, Phil? Like, you can't go.
That.
It's just so annoying.
That clarification, that's cool.
Don't get me wrong. I love Phil Spencer. I think he's great. I think he's been great for Xbox. I think he's one of the coolest people working in the video game industry.
I would agree. He's a good guy for Xbox, yeah.
He's great. The best. Truly the best guy.
When his...
I mean, after Don Mattrick, yeah, he's...
No. When, what's that game? That space game? Why am I... Starfield? Yeah, Starfield.
Starfield?
When Starfield was delayed, they were like, how do you feel about this? And he was happy that he had more time to play God of War Ragnarok. Like, he's such a gamer, and he's so positive about promoting stuff, but he still works for Xbox. So I understand why he does it, but it's like the way he speaks about it is so hypocritical, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Because I hate when people are like, oh, Xbox is so pro-consumer. No, they're pro-Xbox consumers. They're not
Yep.
pro-consumer. If they were pro-consumer, they would be like, online play is free for all. If you want to buy an Xbox game, you can either get it through Game Pass. We think that's a good deal on its own. Or you can just buy it outright at a retailer. And we've worked with Sony and we're publishing Xbox games on their platform. But they don't want Game Pass on it, so you're going to have to pay for it. Like, if they did that, I would be like, Xbox, hell yeah. But they're not doing that. They're like, no, we want you to stream, we want you to do this, and that's their goal. And they want everyone to play an Xbox game, whether they have an Xbox or not. And I find that annoying. Jim Ryan is a money guy. I've never liked him. He has dumb hair. I have a weird impression of him about him sucking dicks or whatever. He's just a weird guy. He responds to things so horribly. Herman Hulst doesn't speak enough. Sean Layden was great, but then they were like, bye. Jack Trenton, I miss you every day. Kevin Butler wasn't real, and I still miss him. So, yeah, don't look into any of these quotes, ever, at all. They're just business people going, hey, you're spending too much money on competition. Stop it.
Listen, you know me with exclusivity. I love exclusivity. I want.
No, you don't.
I want that for Sony.
You love exclusivity for Sony. You're doing a Phil Spencer thing. I love exclusivity. Oh yeah? What about that Kojima game for Xbox?
I did say for Sony. I didn't say that I just love exclusivity. I said I love it for Sony.
At first you did.
I wanted for Sony. Listen,
at first you said I love exclusivity.
My sentence.
Your sentence is... we live in a modern day world where your sentences have to be perfectly clear in 5-second bites, and you did not accomplish that. That's your fault. Kevin, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Look at the state of politics in the media.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I speak very clearly. I use the best words.
You sound...
I was talking to Maya Angelou. She said, I love your words. I'm going to write a book about it. And I said, you don't have to do that. And she said, you're the best person I've ever met.
You sound...
Just saying. The reason Kevin laughs at this is because it's so true. God. It's literally so true. Every time.
Oh my God.
I use the best words.
I did not see the movie American Sniper, but I did hang out with that guy that it was based on. He was a very good guy. PTSD
2024 is going to be an interesting year.
Don't like PTSD. PTSD, no good. All my friends, they don't have PTSD. I don't hang around with people with PTSD. It's just all the same. So what the hell are you talking about? P, least favorite letter of the alphabet. I've always said P is my least favorite letter. Ask anyone. Ask Ivanka. Ask Donald Trump Jr. Ask the other ones. I don't like P. Never liked P. Peeing? Not a fan of that either. Pooing? Better. Feel like I accomplished stuff. But also, my employees poop too much. They're chewing up time. It's called quiet quitting. That's how his brain works. And I hate it.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyways, Jim Ryan, he's a good guy. No, he's not. He sucks.
Nah, he's not bad. He's not terrible.
He's a good business guy. I gotta respect him. So is Phil Spencer, and it's fun watching them go toe-to-toe, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future.
They're gonna stub him.
Also, I can't wait till Sony buys something big, and Xbox is like, no. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
They're gonna use the same tactics, except they'll actually have a fighting chance because Sony is the market leader.
Yes.
People and then Sony will be like, we're not Nintendo. No.
Speaking of Nintendo, I mean, they've been awfully quiet given all the shit that Pokemon has been getting.
Pokemon, fast-selling game in the UK this year.
Yeah, and it's still a piece of fucking garbage.
Ooh.
God, stupid-ass Game Freak. They're the laziest. They are worse than Activision and Blizzard.
Okay, hold on.
They are worse than them.
Okay, so Game Freak, I don't know if I can... Okay, it's definitely them. They're definitely a part of the problem because other games run fine on the Switch.
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't know what's pushing them to release them. Because typically
Money.
Nintendo has a quality
Money.
thing. Yeah, but
Money.
Nintendo is typically all
Money.
about like quality before
Money.
it comes out.
Money.
You stop saying money over and
It's
over.
money.
Like
It's
you're
money.
a broken money record.
It's money. It's money.
For a
Money.
younger audience, a record is a giant flippy floppy that spins around and plays sounds.
Adam,
it has an A side and a
Game
B
Freak-
side. That's why the CD was next.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain something to you, okay? Game Freak stopped caring about anything innovative or polishing or Q&A testing or anything related to like just quality control after Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. They stopped. They didn't give a shit. Okay, and ever since then, they've been on the streak of they've been on an Apple streak. An Apple streak. It's a perfect comparison. They can continuously put the same product out, change a few things in it, leave it broken, and keep selling it to people. And these motherfuckers keep buying it every single fucking year.
Real quick, before you
Apple
continue, I just want you to
people.
know I stopped listening almost immediately because I
Alright.
don't care. I'm sure you're making some great points, and I'm sure you're correct or whatever you want to be, man. But at the same time, my issue is not with Game Freak entirely because Nintendo publishes this, and every other game Nintendo puts out, they have such a quality check on their games. They don't typically do day one patches. They do patch their games now every so often, but they don't typically have a giant day one patch. So I'm very confused as to why Nintendo allows Pokemon to come out the way it is. I know it sells a lot no matter what, but it's not like it's fixed down the line to 100%.
Never been fixed. Look at
It's-
Sword and Shield.
I will not look at that. It's just very confused. I'm very confused about that because Nintendo is
Nothing
known for their quality of their
It's
games,
nothing-
but for some reason they let Pokemon launch in the state it launches at, which is it's strange. It's very strange.
Same reason why it's the same reason why there's and it is. Never mind.
Also,
Same-
real
it's the
quick,
same.
when we talk about games and stuff, don't ever send user scores of games. I don't know if you realize, when you said user scores, I literally look at 4 of them, and they have zeros, and I go, no game is a 0. Unless it's completely unplayable. And half those people, I guarantee you, didn't even buy this. They're just angry people.
E.T., the Atari game.
It's not a 0. It was worth... It's still in everybody's hearts and minds 40 years later, Kevin. That's how you know it's not a 0. It's at least a 1 for entertainment.
Only reason why I sent the user score was because Cryptomaniac had asked for it. He said, "What are the user scores of Pokemon, whatever this game is called again? I don't remember. Scarlet."
Yeah,
Violet.
but don't ever take what he
I was
says.
like, "Oh, here's what it is."
Don't ever take what he says legit. He can look it up. He Googles. He's got thumbs, long ass thumbs, weirdly long thumbs.
I don't need to look at the user score to know that this game is actual fucking trash.
Oh.
But again, this is coming from somebody who used to love this franchise quite a bit. Invested over, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 hours in Pokemon.
No one cares.
Yeah, sure, okay.
It's like when
Well,
you're working at a store and somebody's like, "Yeah, I worked at retail for 20 years, and let me tell you how to run things." It's like, shut up. There's a reason you're not as high in retail as you think. Like, come on. I'm just so sick of the Pokemon things. Yeah, you hate it. What? Who cares? Move on. You're not playing it. Nobody here's playing it. We're not talking about it all the time. You be upset at it, but at the same time, like, calm down, my guy.
Yeah, just because nobody cares about it, that it'll keep happening the way it is. The same shit. Doesn't matter.
It's gonna happen all the time, man. Just
Yeah, because
be like
people keep
Assassin's
buying.
Creed and move on from it. You know what I mean?
I don't want to talk about that.
Now
Anyway,
just go fuck Ubisoft and Game Freak.
I don't think fuck Game Freak is enough for them. They're
worse than Ubisoft?
yeah.
Oh, Kevin, how do you feel about this?
Indifferent.
Anyway,
Huh.
I got rumors.
Huh.
I got a couple of rumors, not much. A couple of
Mhm.
rumors here. First rumor. A new AAA Alien game is in development, according to InsiderGaming.com. Sources who have provided documents and information under the condition of anonymity have shown that a new AAA Alien game is in development with a tentative holiday 2023 release. It's included that the Alien title, currently believed to be under the codename Marathon, is currently being developed for current generation consoles with a AAA budget. The same source provided documentation and concept art of the Alien title has also said that Alien Isolation sequel is either in development or is currently being pitched. The developer behind the game wasn't given, but presumably Creative Assembly could be working on the project. For now, Insider Gaming would like to report this title is heavily under the rumor category until more corroboration or reports are provided. Kevin, I know you like Alien Isolation.
I did.
What do you think?
I only listened to about half that.
Well, you know,
I think any new Alien game is worth a look now. Since Alien Isolation, even Aliens Fireteam, whatever the shit, looked pretty good, and I'll pick that up at some point. So
My
I'm for
favorite
it.
part about rumors is Kevin is so excited for it and then does not listen to half the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite part. Genesis, I listen. I just have no opinion on this.
yeah,
Wow.
no, that's
I
fine.
listened. Genesis, I hear you.
Nobody
I hear you.
All right. I'm listening.
We already talked about the 10-year deal for Call of Duty on PlayStation. We don't need to talk about that again. That's the way it is. Rumor: Star Wars Jedi Survivor to be featured at the Game Awards. Sources have said that Star Wars Jedi Survivors will be featured at this year's Game Awards, which will be taking place on December 8th. Announcement will include a new trailer, release date, pre-order date. It's believed that the announcement will be made about 30 minutes into the show.
Huh.
This rumor has popped up in rumors before, about 3 or 4 months ago, because Jeff Grubb said this.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Also, 30 minutes into the show, that's so, like, why throw that in there? That makes me not want to believe this.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that opinion.
It's weird. It's just weird. Like, just say it's going to be in the show. The end.
Yeah. I can see that.
I think it's gonna be there. Sure, why not? I don't even know what this game is.
The
I could
Jedi
care
Fallen
less
Order
about what the
sequel.
game is.
Ah.
Sequel, one of the stupidest games of all time.
Ooh.
Except for the Darth
hot
Vader.
take.
Except for Darth Vader at the end.
Spoilers.
Give me a game as Darth Vader. I want to play as Darth Vader. Just fucking killing people.
To play as Darth Vader. Oh, it's a lady in her car.
Next one. Diablo 4 news set to be revealed this December before the Game Awards. It's understood that the certain media outlets will be given the opportunity to play the game and interview the developers with the embargo lifting before TGA. An accurate embargo date was provided, but it cannot be reported due to fluidity of such dates being changed. Diablo 4 currently has a release date of 2023. It's expected that Blizzard Entertainment could give a more accurate release date for the game in the next coming weeks. I'd see that Diablo 4 having something before Game Awards or maybe during Game Awards. That'd be cool.
It's gonna need a lot of something.
It's gonna lean quite a bit.
Because people are not happy. People also think that Blizzard's just lying through their teeth. And they have every reason to believe so.
Yes.
They keep asking, like, oh, is there gonna be money involved? Am I gonna have to pay things? Is there gonna be a battle pass? Is there gonna be this? Is there gonna be that? And Blizzard's like, no, come on, we wouldn't do that. And everybody's like, uh-huh.
We don't even know what money is. We've never seen this. Did you say Monet? I thought that was a painting.
Next rumor. Final Fantasy 16 pre-orders. 16? 15? No, it's 16, yeah.
Yeah,
16 pre-orders to go live in December. Sources, these are a lot of these from Insider Gaming. Insider Gaming has learned that Final Fantasy 16 pre-orders are to go live on either December 7th or 8th. Unable to give exact release time of the pre-orders going up, but it's likely going to happen during the Game Awards. It's going to be with an announcement with a new trailer and a release date.
So I think this one is possible. The game's coming out in, I think, summer, right, of next year, is what the last trailer said. Yeah. Yep. And I think this all goes back to there was a Sony event, but everything's just been pushed to the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, bad.
Also, fuck the Game Awards and Jeff Keighley.
Sure.
Well, we know our friend would say that, so we have to.
Yeah, kleptomaniac, yeah.
Why did we change his name to something we've already used?
Calliope.
What? We've already used that too. What happened to the one I said?
Catalyst Fitness.
Hi, I'm Amy Gwenny.
Next one. Ubisoft could be preparing a remake of Prince of Persia 2008. There was a rumor that Ubisoft might be working on a Prince of Persia 2008 remake, since 2 web domains were updated very recently in the who.is related to Prince of Persia. I don't know why that. I don't know if that's a website actually. It's weird.
It's Whois, yeah. So okay. Whois is a IP lookup site where there's a few other things I think you can put in besides an IP, but you put in like information for a site, and it tells you information about who owns it, if applicable.
Okay.
I've used it in school.
I will say that they made a blog post a few days ago that says that beyond Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, there are currently no plans to remake any other Prince of Persia title. But again, that could also be Ubisoft being Ubisoft and just not.
They've been. I gotta be honest. Ubisoft has been pretty honest about what they've been making and stuff.
Garbage.
Man, that was funny. One of the rare times where you're mean to them, but that was funny. That was good. I like that. Keep that up. No, it was, man, that threw me off. That was really funny. You know what? Screw it. Let's end it on that. That's all. I got nothing.
All right. Going over to the next one here. I don't care about that. I don't care about this one. This one's okay.
Stacking too?
No. ZeniMax Online Studios' new game has been in development for 4.5 years. The creative director of ZeniMax did an interview with the podcast and talked about the project he said in development for 4.5 years. Original IP, team of 200 working on it, still hiring lead quest designer.
Then what?
That's it.
Is it?
That's all I got.
I mean, ZeniMax made some MMOs, so yeah, alright.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright. Desveno's not here, but I'm sure this would have interested him. Resident Evil 4 Remake will feature in-game purchases. We already talked about this, I think, one of the other rumors. But also will feature multiplayer. This is coming off of TekkenClub.com. The original Resident Evil 4 had mercenaries, but it was not multiplayer. There has not been a multiplayer mercenaries for quite a bit of time now. I would highly assume and think and hope that they make mercenaries an online multiplayer thing for RE4. That'd be cool. Give us the character models, the new ones of Leon, Chris, Jill, Ada, Claire, all those for the PlayStation 5, because Reverse is a PS4 thing. And let us play Mercenaries, the proper multiplayer game mode for Resident Evil. I think that'd be cool. Make it a PvE VP thing. That'd be even better. Okay, last one I got here. What? What the hell? Okay. The last one that I got is Company of Heroes 3 has been rated for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S in Taiwan. Previously, Company of Heroes 3 was only announced for PC, but apparently it's coming to current-gen consoles too.
Nice. Very nice.
Source is Gematsu.
Did Company of Heroes 1 and 2 also come to console or no? I don't think they did.
Do not know.
I wonder if they can bundle all three. Be a huge deal.
I am not aware. I could look it up, but I do not know.
I don't think they did. Good games. Really good games.
Okay. Alright. That is all I have for rumors. Gentlemen, anything else you guys need to add? Alrighty then.
Can you balance my checkbook?
I can balance your checkbook, and I'll help you do that after the podcast. No problem.
I want to balance it on my kneecap.
I don't know if I can help you do that, if your kneecap's round like it usually is, because it snaps all the time.
No, it used to be round. Now it's flat.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to end this episode. We will see you guys next Tuesday with probably Desonoto back here. I don't think we're talking about predictions for the Game Awards next week. We're doing that the week after. So next week we'll probably have a board game from Kevin and some other things to talk about.
Oh, what kind of board game we want?
Well, I don't know. You ever do that?
Thanks so much.
What's that game called? The game, the board with the name Catan in it. Isn't that a?
You mean the board game Catan?
Catan. Is there a board game with the name Catan in it?
That's what it's called. I don't own that.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that game.
Is there another one with like trains and taking over the world or something like that? Or traveling around the world?
Taking over the world. There's Ticket to Ride. I don't own that game either, though.
Oh, okay.
It's a popular one, though. I know it's a good game.
Do you know enough about it to talk about it?
100%. I do not. Never even played the game.
Okay. Well.
Boy, I'm doing so good.
Kevin, you literally just have to start going into your collection and talking about things that inspire you. This is where this is what I was telling you about in the very beginning. If you want to do this, you can't keep asking us for suggestions because we're gonna run out real quick. You gotta go into your board games. You gotta either categorize them all or look in there every time and pray you're not doing a repeat. You own about 1 billion board games.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin will be deciding that until next week. Until then, everybody else stay safe out there.
I know what I'll do. Next week, the mega board game review. The mega board game review Pandemic. Every expansion or offshoot game that I own, get ready. There's like 11. Here we go.
Okay.
Kevin, Plandemic is over.
Thank you. Bye.
With that, everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you twitch.tv/craftingachat, youtube.com/startingtule with 2 R's. Thank you for everyone who tunes into the show every week. I don't know who is out there, but if you are out there, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Can't even get our fucking co-host to come. Let alone an audience member fucking...
Bye-bye.
I have my black in the sky.
Bye-bye, motherfuckers.